whenever you guys are ready, can you explain what you built and how it works?
So we built a game. We call it Synth Hero. Basically, it's a knockoff of Guitar Hero,
but
and maybe
a combination of like piano tiles as well.
Okay.
So in the game, can I like click through?
Yeah, for sure.
So we have a few songs that we can demo. So here we like kind of made uploaded some songs. We have Mary Had a Little Lamb, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. We have I think 7 right now on the chip that you can play, and so you like can pick one. So I'll pick like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And then you can also like choose the difficulty. I'll just like pick the beginner difficulty, and then so you can start. And so here you can. Oh, the volume's not. You can also pause the game. That's
a nice feature.
So.
That might be a little loud.
No,
That works.
Oh, now it's too soft.
Okay, don't worry about it.
So you can see kind of, it's kind of like Emmanuel described it, kind of like a piano tiles.
Scaling the difficulty scales how fast each of the tiles go. So
Okay.
that's what that does. Each of the songs have been cycled through using basically those 2 buttons. The red button is used to select, the green button is used to just cycle through all the bars on the menu screens.
Yeah. And so also one thing about changing the difficulty is, oh, sorry. One thing about changing the difficulty is it also, like Emmanuel said, the tiles go faster and also they get smaller, and then the multiplier increases. So like, oh, I got it.
And I see that there's an indication
Yep.
as to whether or not you hit the note with the color.
Yep.
Okay.
So it turns cyan if you hit it at the right time. And the right time is when you like if that bar, one of the tiles, is touching this black line.
Okay.
So if you hit it within that time span, then you get the points.
Okay.
And then yeah, that's kind of, you can also hear like the different songs. I don't know. Let's see. Let's pick another. I don't know. I'll do, I guess, this one, and then I'll just keep the same difficulty.
Sure. That's awesome.
So the original idea started with like we wanted a game that basically teach you how to play an instrument, but at the same time have a lot of fun playing instruments. So the one that came to mind was maybe we could do a deviation off like Guitar Hero or something, or like some rhythm game that I've seen. So I've had a lot of fun with those.
Awesome.
I guess one more minor thing that we didn't mention was the LEDs turn on when
Oh, I
it's
didn't even
supposed
realize
to,
that.
yeah.
Yes.
So like you can see it like correlates to what's. Yeah.
Say your screen isn't working.
You
You got mad
can
at the
still
game.
play.
You got mad at the game. You threw the controller at the screen. It doesn't work anymore. You can still play.
Very nice. So if you could talk for a second just about how this is put together. So you laser cut this, correct?
Yes, laser cut the frame and use these blocks as supports.
Okay.
Made sure all the wires went to the back and soldered this all these wires connecting from the buttons. So each of the buttons has an LED, so they have 4 ports basically, and 4 wires come from each of the buttons. 2 of the wires are for the LEDs and control systems with a transistor, and 2 resistors to connect to like GPIO ports for when each tile gets to where it's supposed to be played, it'll light up. The buttons are connected independently and connected to directly to an RP2040.
Okay.
So, and then we use the ADC like we did back in the Crickets lab,
Yeah.
to have the sound and Sergio can talk
DAC,
about.
yeah. We just kind of used just like a DAC back here, and we use these SPI ports to basically just send data through the DAC, and that's how the audio gets synthesized. We spent a good amount of time trying to play with the sound to make it sound like pretty synthy, but not like too retro. Maybe a little retro, because like I feel like that's kind of the vibes a synth gets, but we played around with some equations.
So are you using direct digital synthesis to generate the sounds?
Yes,
Okay.
just like
with some FM modulation to make it weird, or
no, we're so the way we're actually doing it is we're just like we're just like how we did in the the Crickets lab, where we use direct digital. We have we create a sine table.
okay.
And it basically like just like multiplies the values by the sine table
Okay.
and synthesizes that way. And then that gets output through the SPI to the DAC.
And then out through the speakers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very nice. Thank you guys. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you.